Hello. So I decided that I'm going to stay in the spot that I am. I just got done doing my Get Ready With Me, which if you haven't seen it, I will link it down below. Because it's supposed to be up before this one. And I just kind of like sitting at my desk. So even while we're talking about books, I stand, like it's usually I was filming in this corner right here. But now that I have a desk, and you can't see my desk, so I can just stack my books and have it ready. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to move my ring light back, and so you can have, I don't know, but hi. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to do different things. So this is the first one. I don't want to go back to how I had it. I might go over there, I might go over here. I'm gonna try different ones and then ask y'all which one you like better, or if you want me to change it up every once in a while so I'm not in the same spot, which I can do. So yeah, I'm gonna go change. Okay, so let me know if this is too far for you or if I should zoom in. I don't want to be too close, but also I don't want to be too far. Anybody else? Anybody else is really hard to film by yourself. Like, I feel like this needs to be I know a lot of people have two-person jobs just for the camera and stuff. Oh, this is a lot of work. Okay, so I had y'all kind of far back because I moved my ring light back, but then I realized I can just zoom in on my camera. So I have my stack of books right here. I have my list. So let's try to figure out how to... I don't need this one. Why is this one here? Alright. I think I'm ready, but I'm not sure. Yes, even with this ring light, I feel like I can't tell if I'm in focus. I want to figure out, I need to get a cord, because I have my computer right here. I was just talking about in my last video how I need a monitor. I have my computer. I just need a cord, and then I can see myself right here, which I might do. I'm gonna go on Amazon after this. So, hi, welcome to my what I've read recently, recent reads. I don't know what to call this because I feel like everyone has like their name for stuff like this, and I don't want to copy anybody, but it's a lot of. So I looked up synonyms for recent on Google. And I don't know what I'm gonna call this video yet, but by the time you're seeing it, that's what it's called. So I have my books, I have my list. So I'm gonna start with ones that I read a while ago and then lead up to what I've recently read. And I forgot a couple of books, hold on. Now I have my stack of books. I haven't done this in a while and I'm a wreck. So the first one we're going to talk about is Clockwork Princess. This was the last book I read in 2018 in December. This is the last book in the Infernal Devices series. This book, I don't know if it's my favorite. What's the second one? Clockwork Prince, I think, is my favorite. But me and my boyfriend listened to this. It was like 16 hours and I think we finished it in a week, 2 weekends. So 4 days basically, because that's all we could listen to. We went to Dallas one time and we finished Clockwork Prince on the way back, and then we started this one, and I'm just like, you know, why can't we do this with all our books? Like, we're trying to listen to Dexter right now and that's not going so well so far. But I haven't finished the Shadowhunters, like the original series yet. So when I finished City of Fallen Angels, we'll talk about that in a second. When I finished that one, and I was like, Brother Zachariah, why does that sound so familiar? So I Googled it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's Jem, that's my baby. I know a lot of people are on Team Will. I'm on Team Jem. Let me know if you're also on Team Jem. If you're on Team Will, I don't hate you. I think you're cool still. It's just I love Jem. And I was like, oh cool, he pops into this. Cool. They talk about Will in City of Fallen Angels. So like, I know a lot of people, if they read it in like per story, they will be like, oh, okay, that's cool. But then they read this one, they're like, oh, that's that person. Well, for me, it was like, oh, cool, this person. Oh, they show up in this one first. My bad. But I have a bench and it's like bothering me right now. This is a really big book, and I'm surprised that we finished it so fast. Okay. Next book is Paper Girl by Cindy R. Wilson. I had a e-arc from NetGalley for this, and I read about a little bit more than 50%, and then I stopped because I don't really like ebooks. Ebooks are hard for me lately, and so now if we're slow at work, I can read. And I've decided if that does happen, I'm only going to read arcs because I keep getting denied on NetGalley because I haven't done reviews because it's hard. But this is about Jackson and Zoe. I have talked about this to like everyone. I Instagrammed like the author and she replied. I love it when they reply. Because this is I'm pretty sure this is a contemporary because it's got a lot of romance in it. But Zoe has a lot of anxiety and she doesn't leave the house. She stopped going to school, she sees a therapist, and when Jackson comes into her life, he helps her to go outside, go downstairs. They live in this like fancy apartments and they have the top floor, forget what that's called. So, and her mom's a YouTuber, so I think that's pretty cool. I saw this at Barnes & Nobles. I'm like, okay, I need to pick this up because I loved it. I did this with Sadie. I bought the physical book because I like my e-arc needs the book buddy. I do that a lot if I really like it. So, and then like her big sister May is just like, I don't have a sibling, but I know from like watching my little cousins and stuff that her big sister is only trying to do what's best for her. And of course Zoe thinks it's annoying. So I mean they do fight like siblings. The mom's trying to help, but the mom is a little weird. Dad's not really, I mean he's there, but he's not there a lot. He works a lot. So this is really cute. You should pick it up. I really want my friend to draw me this. And she hasn't yet. I need to remind her to do that. Because I really like this. I can't draw, but I like the burning of this. And I feel like that'd be a good picture for Instagram. Which that's where I've been a lot lately. If you haven't followed me, it's linked down below. It's just it's hard. Like BookTube and Bookstagram is, I don't have a lot of like props that a lot of people use. It's like I have the lighting, but it's just finding things to go with it. I am subscribed to Owlcrate and Fairy Loot now, so like after I've gotten a couple of things, I feel like my books will look better. Also, I got this 3 dot crowns in March's Owlcrate. And it's a sticker, and I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with the sticker? But I think I will keep it whenever I want to do, whenever the next book comes out, and I need to start doing pictures for that. So, speaking of that, the other 2 ones that I finished were Two Dark Reigns and Queens of Fenburn, which is the novellas, The Young Queens and the Oracle Queen. I thought these were okay. I liked the Young Queens having them as little babies because I love babies. I worked at a daycare for a while because of babies. But the Oracle Queen, I know you had to read it because it's like tells you more about the story and everything, but I'm just like, could have gone without it. So the Young Queens, yes. The Oracle Queen, Two Dark Reigns. Okay. So, I did a book review for One Dark Throne, but I read this one during my break, so I'm not gonna be doing that. I've been wanting to do book reviews for a couple of books actually, but I just haven't been here. So I think that's what I want to do. When I had my plan, I wanted to do it every Friday, but then I realized reading a book in a week is hard for me, so I just was like, okay, maybe not do that. But Two Dark Reigns. The ending is the reason why I I didn't want to finish it because I knew I couldn't get to the next one until September, which we're going to talk about a different series why I didn't want to finish it, but I still finished it. With all three of these, I've talked about this before, and I know a lot of people have the same issue. Getting into these is a little hard because they are slow at the beginning, but then it really does pick up. And so once I got through, I don't even remember, a quarter, I don't remember if it was a quarter of a half. I need to start writing it down when it stops being slow and actually get into it. So, I mean, these are really good books. I don't know. I think I've given them all 4 because of having to struggle through the beginning. But I'm just like, 3, they're not supposed to be 3 of them. 2 of them were supposed to die. No one's died yet. I mean, people have died. But like, I feel like no one really important has died enough for me to feel satisfied with this series. I'm hoping in the next one, this is really bad, but I'm hoping for the next one of the queens dies. I feel like that'll be a good ending. At least someone out of them 3 have died. But this one is a lot. I feel like One Dark Throne had a lot of action in it, and this one, I mean, it was okay. I still liked it. The next book, okay, the next 2 books actually have a lot of hype on BookTube and Bookstagram, and I know a lot of people love the one I'm going to talk about, which is The Curse So Dark and Lonely. I gave this one 3 out of 5. And I feel like I am the only 1% who feels this way. Beauty and the Beast is not my favorite fairy tale, but I still like Beauty and the Beast. It's not because it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling that I didn't like it. There was a couple of chapters that I really loved, and I was hoping some of those chapters would redeem my 3, because Goodreads doesn't have like points. I wish it would do like 0.5, because really I thought it was like between 3.5 and like 3.8, so like close to a 4 but not really a 4. So I feel like they need to have, if I keep doing this, like it's supposed to be like flat, but it keeps coming undone because I keep moving and I can't get it back. But I got it from the library and I was going to buy it, and I'm glad I didn't, because I know I would have been upset with myself. I've been wanting to I do that a lot. I read the library book, and then if I really love it, I'll go buy it. Or it's just like The Hate You Give. I haven't bought that one yet because I want the gold version, but just the gold one's like expensive, and oh man, car payments, you know, those come first sometimes. So I got the library book. I read it for Fairy Tale-a-thon, which that was the first readathon I did in a while, and I only read 1 book. So, I mean, I read the group book and that was it, which I mean is fine. At least I read something. I just thought, it wasn't my cup of tea. It was kind of boring. I like her writing. It's not her writing. Her writing is fine. I can see why people love it. It's just, I felt like it was slow. Some parts in the book, I know, like, it shouldn't have been. The romance, I felt like I should have been like the other way. I wish she would have ended up with someone else. And like, I know this is a retelling, and the Beauty and the Beast is, she really wants to go back, but it's fine, you know, she falls in love with him, it's okay. It's just, I don't even remember what this girl's name. I found her annoying a little bit. I know you want to get home, and I know your mom's sick and all this, and people are worried, but I feel like she didn't try her hardest to get out. Like, she just complained about getting out. Well, she knows what to do to get home, and she doesn't want to put in the work. Like, I know this, you have to fall in love and you don't really want to fall in love, but she didn't give it a try until like the end, maybe. And I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? You know exactly what to do and you're not doing it. So yeah, that's one. Next one I didn't really like is Six of Crows. I have a thing with Six of Crows. I've talked about it before. it took me a long time to get into it. And I would read like a chapter and then I'm just like, okay, whatever, this is not hooking me. Well, for February, there is a book club on Instagram. I read it for February, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 because I don't, at least with Six of Crows, I know I'm not the only one who has struggled through it and who doesn't really love it as much as other people do, so I'm okay with this one. But I have the audiobook. I also was reading it too because I had I requested the physical book from the library and never got it. I finished it before I got it. I'm like, what is taking this so long? It's been over a month. I'm the next person. Did this person lose it? Like, come on. And the library is weird. Sometimes if there's requested, you can renew it for another 2 weeks. Sometimes you can't. I don't know. But so and then I remembered I have the ebook. So I remember buying it a long time ago because I thought it was cool. Well, a few things. Nina, that's my girl. She's my favorite. I love her. I know a lot of people like Inej and Kaz, but I'm like, nah, it's about Nina. Come on. I know my friend says that The Crooked Kingdom is a lot better. And I need, King of Scars, you need to read those. And I have Shadow and Bone. I have those. So that'll be next. But it took me like a year to even just to get into a few chapters. And also the library audiobook and Audible have different voices. So it was weird. And like the original guys, like their voices were way too deep for me. Like it's like this is not what Kaz is supposed to sound like. But the Audible one was better. They weren't as deep. I don't know why those guys' voices were so deep. It's like with Red Queen. Red Queen, that's my favorite. I know a lot of people don't like that one. Okay, so the next book is The Cruel Prince. I met her and it was great. My book is signed. Like, when I met her, I still had a couple of chapters to read. And I was hoping nothing would be spoiled, but it was fine. And then, okay. So, the first Holly Black book I read was Tith. And if you've watched my videos, or if you haven't, I've talked about this before, I didn't like it. I had no idea what was going on. I read it for a readathon, and I was listening to it and reading it. I did finish it, but I have no idea what was happening. I don't even remember what was happening. I think something about she was turning into a fairy, maybe? I could be totally wrong. I don't know. So, going into this book, I was really skeptical because I just like the first book I read for her I didn't like. And so, also she was the first author I've ever met, and I told her that, and she was really excited. Here's some pictures. This was so fun. Plus it was in Austin, which I live in Houston, so it was a nice little road trip with my friend. It was our first. She's gone to a lot of book signings before I did, but I was babysitter over the summer, made $60 a week, and couldn't afford anything. So now that I can, I know there's something at the end of March we're doing, and Angie Thomas is going to be there, and I'm so excited. But so I hate this because this is where we went to, and they're like, it was the sticker to make sure that you weren't stealing the book. So I mean, I guess it's cool because it's memories, but like you couldn't put it inside the book. You have to really put it outside. But so this is about Jude, and she's a little feisty thing. I love her. Carden, I knew once he was introduced that he would be a main person in this. I love him. I loved Locke my first few chapters, and my friend's just like, you know what, just wait because he won't. And I'm just like, okay, dang it, no. But also I have the Wicked King. Also, the Wicked King got personalized, and I know I said earlier that I didn't like to have multiple I didn't like to have multiples of one book. This is the only one I have the Barnes & Noble's edition to, and the original, because when I pre-ordered it to go to the book signing so I could get her to sign it, this is what they give. And then I saw this one there. I'm just like, why is it black? Was that like an ARC or something? I'm like, oh, it was the Barnes & Noble's one. Which I really love it. I love the black. And I'm just like, okay, fine. I'll get it. It's fine. But, so, back to the cool ones. I just wanted to show you all my editions. So, this one I loved. I gave it 5 out of 5, I think. I know a lot of people don't like this one. They don't like her writing. They think I mean, can't like everything. But this one was good. I feel like this one was better than The Wicked King. Also, this is the other book that I was trying to wait because my friend, as soon as we went to the book signing, she read it real quick. And so she's like, you need to read it. You need to read it. We need to talk about it. I'm like, no, I don't want to read it. And then I finished it. I'm just like, dang it. Because it's one of those books that has a cliffhanger. And the next book doesn't come out till next year. And so I'm just like, why did you let me, I didn't want to do this. Plus the ending, oh man, I really want to talk about the ending. Maybe I'll do a book review on The Wicked King because I don't want to say it in this video because it's not a spoiler video. It's spoiler free and everything. So let me know if you want to see The Wicked King book review because I got some stuff to talk about. Yeah, but I think I liked The Cruel Prince more. There was more stuff that happens in The Wicked King, but I feel like The Wicked King, The Cruel Prince had more like jaw-dropping moments that I really liked. I can finally say I've read Harry Potter. I'm so proud of myself. My boyfriend's proud of me. I have an ex who's proud of me because he kept trying to make me read it all through high school and I was like, nah. But I read 1 and 2 and I'm on 3 right now. I don't know who came up with a readathon. I just I found it and I screenshotted the books. So January was 1, February was 2, now I'm on 3. That's taking me a lot longer because there's not a lot of chapters. It's just the chapters are long. Also, I've been listening to it because I have the CD version because it's from the library in my car. I don't like the author. The way that when he talks about Hermione, the way he says Harry, it's just like he drags it on and it's whiny every time. I'm just like, ugh, stop. But, yeah, I'm on Prisoner of Azkaban. April is a break, so I'm pretty excited because I can focus on other things. And then May and June, and then the next few ones are like 2 months. So May and June is number 5. No, 4. Number 5. Number 4. And then July and August is 5. September is a break. October is 6. And then November and December are 7. So I like this because it was a year long. It's not like a week or it's like months. I like doing months. That worked. Like with Six of Crows, it was a month thing. They did the Gilded Wolves this month. I still have it from the library. I haven't read it. I don't know if I'm going to get to it, but I hope I do. I was just really excited to finally say I've read Harry Potter. I haven't been able to say that for a long time, and I've read the first 2, and I'm almost done with the third one. Next one, I was City of Fallen Angels. So I talked about this in the vlog I was recording earlier, so you'll see that after this. But so these are really hard to hold because they're so thick. So I got, and then I don't really want to like mess it up and bend it. So I got the library version. I have the library version of City of Lost Souls now because I went in and did all that. But oh man, City of Fallen Angels. Okay, so I know earlier I said that sometimes I don't know like where it like picks up after being slow. This one, the first 7 chapters, I was like, meh, okay. Chapter 8 was like, something like clicked in me and I finished it that day. Like, I read, what was it, over 500 pages, I believe? 424 pages. That's a lot of pages to finish in one day. Also, we went to a friend's house, and so I listened to it on the way there, and then I finished it when I got there, because I have the ebook from the library. I was shocked with this. I also posted on Instagram that I think that was making me read this slower is because Jace and Clary's relationship is so annoying in this book. Like, the way that they treat each other and everything that's going on, I couldn't. And I mean, I'm yay, finally they're boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm just like, okay, cool. And I'm just like, guys, like, oh, I was like back, I know they're like 17 and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to be back in high school. I already did all that. I don't want to do it again. But, and then I'm just like, I literally told my boyfriend, I'm like, I don't want Jace and Claire anymore. I just want more Simon. And this one has a lot of Simon in it, and that made me so happy because I love Simon. But yeah, oh god, this is another book I kind of want to do a book review on because there's so much I need to talk about. So I think I might do that because this ending, oh man, and I'm already on chapter 2 of City of Lost Souls, and I'm just like, oh my god, oh no. I mean, I know like number 3 she was supposed to end it, but I'm kind of glad she kept going because, whew, this is interesting. The last book we're going to talk about is Crown of Feathers. So, I guess I recently started doing Owl Crate now, and this was the first book that we got in the box. Oh, I was so excited to get this. I like the Owl Crate version because it's purple. The Barnes, like the regular version is like this. It isn't dark right here. It's red. I didn't like it. I'm glad I got purple. Which I'm also getting the finale box from Owl Crate. I wasn't gonna do Fairy Loot 2, but I saw that it's because Fairy Loot's UK, so it's the UK version. I'm like, I have the US version for the other two. I can't get the UK version. It's not gonna match. I'm just like, okay, no, I'm just gonna get Owl Crate. So I got Owl Crate. I'm really hoping it's not purple because the first 2 are like dark. It's like black and like color, like a few colors, but like bright purple. I'm just like, okay. I haven't read Legendary yet. Luckily, next month they're doing a readathon with like the daily chapters. So, in Crown of Feathers is a girl named Veronica. I like how her name is spelled. It's not mainly about, to me, she's one of the main characters, but I like this one because it does different point of views. I like books like that. Whenever I read War Storm, I was happy to like get other people's point of views, which I think King's Cage is also like that. I don't remember. But she wants to be a Phoenix writer. Phoenix writers are so. Veronica's not really my favorite. My favorite is Tristan. I love Tristan. Oh my god. Because he's like me. He's like, you know, he's scared, and you know, Veronica's there to like help him through things, which is like me and my boyfriend. I was scared of a lot of things, and he helped me, and it's just But Tristan, yes, Tristan is the best if you haven't read this yet. Oh yeah, she wants to be a Phoenix writer. Phoenix writers are not, we're like, I don't want to say abandoned. We're like shoot away. Like, we don't want you here. And she finds out that they are still around, and it's her journey. She has a lot of problems with her sister. We find out some crazy things at the end. I think I need to do a book talk on this one too. I need to do a lot of book talks on books because I just, got some things to talk about, man. And so the ending of this one, and I'm just like, oh god, now I gotta wait for the next one because that's not coming out until next year. Which, it is a duology for now. She said for now, so we might get more into the series. We don't know. But I'm so, this felt good. Recording this video really did help. I haven't been wanting to do this for a while, and today I woke up and I'm like, you know what, I want to film. And then I did my makeup, and I did a get ready with me that should already be up, and so, oh man, I'm hoping to come back. I'm gonna take it slow. I want to do like filming on Mondays and edit a little bit, but Tuesdays will be my editing days, and then Wednesdays I will upload. That's what I planned on when the new year came around, but I just didn't do it. So I haven't filmed for 2 months, which I think was a good break. You know, we all need to have breaks sometimes, especially with full-time jobs. So I hope you stick around. I hope there will be new of you, and I will see you next time. Bye.